Hello everybody, welcome back to the garage today. Let's talk tailgates. Over here we have a factory tailgate for an 80 through 84 Ford F-Series. We have an aftermarket one, and we have a arrow nose, that'd be 1990 through 96 Ford tailgate. Now, which one you're going to put on your bullnose, 80 through, 85-ish, something like that, really depends on what you're doing here. Let's start with your factory one first. Now, the hot downside of these are they're 30, 40 some years old. You got holes in them. It's hard to find one in great shape. If you do, you're probably going to spend $150, roughly. I see them every so often for $50 to $80, but for the most part, I feel like I keep seeing about $150. You got your aftermarket. If you're going to use your truck as a work truck, I would not recommend one of these. They feel like I feel like the metal is very thin gauged. If you're building like a show truck or something, probably perfect for it. If you're never going to use the bed or you just want something back there to hold junk in, these aftermarket ones are probably fine. Just for weight thoughts here, I can pick that one up with one arm. This one, I'd probably struggle to do it, but it can be done. Now, the other things also to look over these are, you might not want one that's been sitting in a shed for 30 years as well. This is one of those examples. Where, yeah, she's not too bad. It's got some rust holes, you know. I tore stuff off this side. But that side, I can't even get anything unbolted off of it. So make sure it was a free to me. So I tried it. But make sure you know what you're getting if you're going to pay some money for it. Now, we get to the 90s. This is a good tailgate. Everything works. He's got a little bit of love tap right there, but that's no big deal. Now, in order to make one of these work on these trucks, you have to change out a multitude of things, such as these don't work, either side really. I mean, this side, I think this piece is too big on the 80s side, and the 90s one is smaller. This one you can probably make work, but it's not right. And then these guys up here also need changed out. Now, you can pick these up for $20, $30, something like that. But then if you don't have a parts truck around you can rub all this stuff off of, you're looking for at least another $50. Which, I mean, then you're anywhere from $80 to $100, depending upon how nice your tailgate is. You could probably get a nicer one than this for $50 to $100. But then you're kind of back to the realm of, well, now I'm spending another $50 on that, when you should have just went with this. Now, you can get these guys. This is probably one of the cheapest ones. I didn't buy it, but it came with the truck. That was probably only $100. That's my assumption. Like I said, I don't recommend those if you're actually going to use your truck. I can tell you right now it has a dent right here because I slammed it once. That's how thin these things are. So, I mean, if you have a parts truck, though, some of these, I believe some of them from the 80s at the brick nose, not so much the arrow nose, such as this tailgate is. Underneath there, some of them do still say Ford. It was stamped in kind of like this, but different styling of the tailgate. So if you really wanted Ford in your rear end, that is something that you could do if you are curious about trying to do something like that. But then you still have the holes from where the plastic straps are that hold the front plate on. So that's pretty much the limits of my knowledge here for things that could potentially work on these. Now, there is one thing that will work on here perfectly fine. And I meant to get it before this video, but I have not had time to. That is a Chevy square body tailgate. Certain years of those fit on here perfectly. I've only ever seen one guy do it, and I have a tailgate. I just never went and got it. I don't have it at my house, but I know I have one at a buddy's house I need to grab. But those actually will fit on here. It's the weirdest damn thing, but I've seen it once, and I know they will fit. So that's pretty much my rundown on these. If you want anything that's bolt-on or just hooks up specifically for one of these, you have to get the right years. Can't really mix and match these too much. Now, you get to the 70s, I'm not really sure the difference in those to whether or not any of those old 70s Ford ones will work on these or not. But that's probably going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Also, not going to be a video next week because I'll be on vacation. And I'm actually working on a big video for this thing. So that's taken me more time than I had hoped because I've been more busy than I wanted to be. But we're getting there. Once again, thanks for watching.